We are at the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light. I'm Matt Schick along with Scott Gordon, and you are about to witness history here as 73-year-old Wayne Overtone, suspenders and all, is just 1 point away from advancing to the semifinals of this entire tournament. He's 73 years old, and he has been taking these kids to school, and he does it here.
Cross-court smash.
With a forehand winner, Wayne Overtone advances to the semifinals. The crowd rises to its feet. Wayne Overtone, full of perspiration and exultation here at the Venetian Hotel as the crowd chants his name. Wayne Overtone going to the semifinals. If you love this, you want to stay tuned to the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light. This is unbelievable. The desert is a dangerous place. But for those strong enough to survive, there is a reward.
It's athletic, it's tactical, you have to think.
This is a sport. You got to sweat, you got to be in shape.
People, when they look at me, think you're a wrestler, you're a football player, you're something along those lines.
Thousands have come to the Venetian in Las Vegas from across the nation.
West Babylon, New York,
Minneapolis,
Colorado Springs, Chicago, Illinois,
From Asheville, North Carolina.
All with one common goal.
I'm going to win.
I'm gunning for everybody in this whole tournament.
I'm going to humiliate some people this tournament. That's what I'm going to do.
Who do you think is the person to beat in this tournament?
Me?
Hustlers.
It's on. It's going to be gangster.
The high rollers.
Mathematically, I've already won this tournament on paper.
The everyman.
This fun-loving guy's here to kick ass.
The new school and the old.
That's it, baby! Ping pong. Chicks dig it.
The playing field has been leveled.
You know, this tournament, anybody could win it.
He's going to win.
It's the biggest, baddest throwdown in the history of table tennis.
God put me on this earth to play ping pong.
I plan on terrorizing everybody.
I'm hoping to give some people the opportunity to lose to somebody that's 4 feet 2 inches tall.
I'm about to rip y'all to pieces.
With a $100,000 grand prize.
I want to get that. Where's the check? It's mine. I'm going to win this thing.
Featuring some of the best players from the world of table tennis. With Judah Friedlander.
It's going to be great.
And your hosts, Scott Gordon and me, Matt Schick. It's time to get out of the basement and into the big time. This is the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light. Welcome to the Venetian Hotel Resort and Casino in Las Vegas for the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light. I am Matt Schick, along with Scott Gordon, bringing you the biggest, baddest throwdown that the sport of table tennis has ever seen, with an unprecedented grand prize of $100,000. We are now in the quarterfinal round. Scott, tell us how we got here.
Matt, this field was broken down into 4 brackets. The professional bracket, the basement players, the Hardbat Classic All-Stars, and the Bud Light Bar Qualifiers. They qualified in regional tournaments held in bars around the country by Bud Light. The Pro Bracket. That's composed of anyone who has acquired a table tennis rating by competing in official tournaments. So that's a huge bracket with a wide scope of skill levels. The All-Star Bracket. That's an elite group of players handpicked by the tournament to represent this classic form of the game because of their amazing skills and their passion for hardbat. And the basement players. Anybody with $100 and a dream could plop down their own cash with a chance at winning that $100,000 grand prize. Now, over the last couple of days, each of the individual brackets whittled down its numbers out in our enormous sea of tables until only 2 players from each bracket remained. Then it was off to the pit for the bracket finals to determine which single player from each bracket would make it to the semifinals. The semifinals and the finals will be held at center court, where the brackets will fight it out until only our champion remains. But there is one other catch. They will all be playing with a classic hardbat, pips out rubber on a thin piece of wood.
I love it. Later on, we will return to this championship arena with some of the most rabid sports fans you will ever see. This is the 2009 Hardbat Classic, presented by Bud Light.
Want to be a table tennis expert?
A lot of people don't realize that between 1890 till about 1905, ping pong was a huge society fad. By about 1904, 1905, people started holding tournaments. They held the World Championships at Wembley Stadium and the National Championships at Madison Square Garden because the spectator appeal was so strong.
Thousands came to see it because a lot of times it was really something to do and something they could identify with by playing in their basement or playing in their parlor, and it was really a big fun thing.
All the best players were playing with pimpled rubber hardbats, and that period is now referred to as the classic era of the sport.
With action fast and furious, this is one game in which the hand must be as quick as the eye.
I can't think of another sport offhand that so cataclysmically changed overnight. And that's literally what happened to table tennis in 1952. In Bombay, India, at the World Championships, Japan sent a team, but one of their players had a racket that had a very thick layer of sponge on it. Hiroji Sato was not considered a top player in the world, but with that paddle, he was devastating. He not only won the World Championship, but he didn't lose a single game.
When Sato won the World Championships in Bombay, it was a pivotal turning point in table tennis.
Ultimately, the reason sponge dominates is because a sponge player beats the hardbat player almost every time. You can put so much speed and spin, hardbat player cannot compete with that.
When you watch a modern table tennis match, every shot is like a home run. Major League Baseball made a conscious decision to not allow the aluminum bat. If every batter that came up to the plate hit a home run, it would become tiresome. Between 1961 until about the mid-90s, sponge had taken over and hardbat was dead. However, it was still in the backs of minds of a lot of players, and there was the internet. That enabled those scattered people around the world who believed strongly in this to get together and start coordinating.
In my 42 years, I've never seen it so popular. You hear about backyard tournaments going on all the time.
I've heard that there are 20 million ping pong players in America. And so I think there's a lot of potential out there for hardbat.
Most great sports guard very carefully their traditions. People who love baseball, they live in this tradition. They know who Babe Ruth is and Lou Gehrig, and they know all the stories. Table tennis should be proud of its history because it's the traditions that keep people in the stands.
We are in the pit for the All-Star Bracket Final, Game 1 between Trevor Runyon and Ellie Z. There you see Trevor Runyon, the 20-year-old strapping young man from San Francisco Bay Area, California, facing Ellie Z. another All-Star Bracket finalist. Scott, tell us the difference between these two players.
Ellie, we call her Ellie Z. She's from Kazakhstan. She started when she was 8 years old, and you may have seen her in the movie Balls of Fury. Now, Trevor Runyon, he's only 20 years old, but he is recognized as probably the strongest hardbat player in the country, and he's also been playing since he was 8 years old.
There's a lot on the line here. The winner will advance to center court for the Hardbat Classic semifinals and move to just 2 wins away from $100,000. Zainabedinova begins with a 7-0 lead because this is a handicap tournament and Trevor considered the stronger player.
Oh, error there by Trevor.
Trevor hits it long, and Zainabedinova with a quick 8-0 lead, and we're really only 1 point into this one. Trevor with the serve, former member of the U.S. junior national team. And Ellie hits it wide. Scott, tell us about this tournament. What's up with the spots, and give us the details.
Well, in hardbat, games are still to 21 points, and matches are best 2 out of 3. And this is, like we said before, is a handicap tournament, and it's based on the players' national ratings.
That would explain why Ellie Z with a 7-0 lead before we even saw any action here at the pit. Zaina Benedova now up 8-1 on Trevor Runyon in this All-Star bracket final.
Oh, and an edge for Ellie, and you notice that she apologizes for that.
Why is she apologizing? There's no reason to apologize. She won a point. That's why you are playing the game, to win a point.
Well,
no reason to apologize.
Well, that's customary in table tennis, and the players expect it.
What will it take to change that? Zaina Benedova with a 9-2 lead on Trevor Runyon. Runyon, arguably the most talented player in this field. And Ellie hits the net. She didn't apologize there, but perhaps it's because she's still playing.
Well, Ellie's backhand is just popping really strong.
We've only just begun to fight here in the 2009 Hardbat Classic, presented by Bud Light. With just the right taste that never fills you up, the difference is drinkability. The Hardbat Classic is brought to you by K-Swiss, designed in California since 1966. And the KFC Ultimate Value Menu, introducing the new Kentucky Grilled Chicken Value Box.
We can still be really good friends. We'll just be together a lot less, like almost never.
Are you breaking up with me?
What? No. Break up. Silly.
Are you breaking up with me?
Not too heavy, not too light. Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
I'll Facebook you.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's great for tailgating, right? Memorial Day, Mother's Day.
It's grilled.
Grilled.
Today's good.
Tuesday.
Wednesdays.
Any day that ends in Y.
It's delicious.
It's all good.
You've got to taste new Kentucky Grilled Chicken. It's marinated and grilled to perfection for that 5-star fall-off-the-bone taste you just got to come in and try. Now try new Kentucky Grilled Chicken in a 2-piece meal for just $3.99. Taste the unfried side of KFC.
Monday means a duel in the dome.
Favre is back, and he's up against the pack.
Fresh from another legendary victory.
Now, Brett's determined to take down his old team, Green Bay.
Or will Aaron Rodgers steal the spotlight and establish a new era?
Rivals clash in an epic Monday night battle.
ESPN Monday Night Football, Packers-Vikings at 8:30.
Back at the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light. While we were gone, play progressed, and now Trevor Runyon finds himself down only 5 to Ellie Zaina Benedova. The winner of this match advances to center court and will be just 2 matches away from that $100,000 grand prize.
Trevor trying to claw his way back. Nice inside-out forehand smash there.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Serving 16.
Runyon, 11, serving 16.
Oh, nice chop. Heavy backspin. Ellie put it into the bottom of the net that time.
Nice chop. What are you talking about there?
Well, that's where Trevor makes that slashing move, puts a lot of backspin on the ball. You got to lift those to get him back. There, Ellie just did one. Oh, nice backhand. Oh, she's been using that backhand all along to set up those smashes. She just missed that one.
With Ellie up 17-12, let's show you how these 2 players made it out of the All-Star bracket. The All-Star bracket was made up of 8 elite players who serve as ambassadors for this classic form of the game. Earlier, these titans of table tennis faced off in round robins to find out who would make it to the bracket finals. Junior player Austin Price and Olympic medalist Ilya Lupulescu fell hard.
It was close. 2019 in the third. Now I'm done.
as did New York champs Lily Yip and Wally Green.
My thing was put on a show for the crowd, let the crowd enjoy the excitement, and that's my thing.
Moving towards the bracket semifinals, only 4 remain. Current Hardbat champion Trevor Runyon squared off against one of the most metal U.S. players, Eric Owens.
This is a popcorn match, so get your popcorn.
And former Kazakh national team member Ellie Z faced off against New York State champion and brilliant Paralympian Tal Leibovitz. When the dust settled, it was Runyon and Zainabedinova who would face off in the All-Star bracket finals. So that's how Trevor and Ellie got to this moment. Up 18-15, now 19-15. Trevor Runyon, you don't see that too often, an unforced error.
Actually, that was a very clever serve. That's called a half-long serve. It just missed the end line, and Trevor didn't know whether to swing at it or not.
Half-long serve, no one knows what you're talking about. Zainabedinova up 20-15. Now just 1 point away from winning this first game in the All-Star bracket final.
The players are allowed to go to the towel every 5 points when they switch serves. Ellie trying to stay cool.
Of course, best 2 out of 3 wins this All-Star bracket final.
Nice cross-court smash.
Runyon now picks up a point, and he's going to need a few more of those to stay in this game. Wins the first game of this All-Star bracket final, 21-16. Let's learn more about Ellie Z in this Bud Light player profile.
When I say I'm a pro table tennis player, people say, oh yes, I'm really good. I played in college and, I'm a champion, so I think I can beat you. I go, okay, so let's try. Beat me if you can. Sometimes people underestimate table tennis players. Table tennis has actually been an Olympic sport since 1988. And to be a great table tennis player, you have to train 6 hours a day, at least. It's very important to incorporate physical training in the whole process of table tennis training. So I usually do cardio in the beginning just to help get ready for a good workout. Then I do my upper body. It's very important to have power for the great shots. And definitely the footwork, so the legs gotta be strong and fast. So it's the whole body workout, it's very important. I started when I was 8, back home in Kazakhstan. And over there at that time in the Soviet Union, we just had sports schools for kids. This is 1991, so I was 14. That's somewhere in Russia, so we traveled a lot. Pretty much since I was 8, I was traveling all the time. We didn't have money for the prize, so they would just give us a medal and a trophy, and some respect, and be happy. I'm very grateful that my coaches brought me up to this level, that I can actually compete all over the world. I was pretty lucky to end up here in America. It's been almost 9 years since I've been living here. It's beautiful weather, it doesn't snow, it's like summer all year round. In table tennis, there is not a lot of money. You can't make a living being an athlete and just winning the tournaments. So most of my time is coaching. And 1, 2. The big advantage of table tennis is that pretty much everybody tried playing ping pong once in their lifetime. We really try to promote the sport and try to bring up younger kids to get the sport out of the basement. And there you go, good. Golden State, California. Woohoo! If I won $100,000, I think I'll go travel different countries. Then I'll probably buy a house. So that would be the investments, I think.
And by winning Game 1, Ellie Zainabedinova has moved one step closer to that $100,000 grand prize. And we begin Game 2. Ellie with that 7-0 lead against Trevor Runyon. And you can make it 8-0 here in Game 2 of the All-Star Bracket Final. We will return with more action from the Venetian in Las Vegas. This is the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light.
Every 60 seconds, someone, somewhere is making the switch to Tempur-Pedic. Now it's your turn. Call now for your free information kit, including a Tempur material sample, along with a DVD and catalog. Traditional mattresses use metal springs that can cause pressure points, causing you to toss and turn. Only the Tempur-Pedic mattress automatically adjusts to your body while keeping your spine in perfect alignment. Plus, because Tempur-Pedic doesn't transfer motion, you won't disturb your partner when you get out of bed or shift positions. Best of all, Tempur-Pedic will let you sleep on one of their sleep systems for an incredible 90 nights before you make your purchase decision. If you want the ultimate in comfort, if you wish to get more sleep but can't, it's time you make the switch to Tempur-Pedic.
Call 1-800-768-4690 for your free information kit. That's 1-800-768-4690. Call today.
Clear by 5 to the 42.
There's 25 cars in the lead lap.
Leading the chase by 63 points.
3 in, 3 off. 3170 on the 10.
48 and 5 are running fairly well.
42 coming off the 2. Clear by 66 with you. 1, 2, 3, got me. 3190.
Third consecutive championship.
When it comes down to it, there's only one number that counts.
I was losing my hair much like other men.
I noticed that my hair was starting to get thin.
Tens of thousands of men and women with hair loss.
I needed to make a change in my life and make a change for the better.
Now regrowing their hair and turning back the clock.
We're talking about taking you back to the past and let you stay there.
All rebuilding their confidence and regaining their edge.
More hair, more confidence.
I have hair now.
It'll be there forever.
All of them all-stars. And all from one place.
MHR.
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 That's what medical hair restoration's all about.
Call MHR now for your free DVD presentation plus a free hair and scalp analysis that will map out your individual hair loss.
Our doctors change people's lives. They are passionate and they're excited about it.
And with over 60 locations around the U.S., you're closer than ever to regrowing your hair naturally and permanently. Call Medical Hair Restoration now for your free DVD package. It'll change your life.
Don't wait another day.
It's never too late.
Too late? No.
Just do it!
Back at the Venetian for the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light. Back in the pit for Game 2 of the All-Star Bracket Final between Ellie Z and Trevor Runyon. Runyon trailing by 4 points with the serve, and he's trailing a game as well, and he really needs to pick it up here. Trailing by 5 points, and Trevor going to take a timeout here.
He's going to go talk to his coach. Ellie has been running him all over the place with that powerful backhand of hers.
Okay, she's just waiting to go to the backhand. You have to hit the ball into the middle in the forehand. Even if she knows it's going there, you need to do it more, okay? You have to.
Some coaching there and some coaching here between Ellie and her coach. It doesn't sound like they're speaking in English, which makes it fantastic for an American television program.
Well, now, Trevor's coach, Dennis Davis, is a terrific strategist, and he laid it all out for Trevor. He needs to go to Ellie's forehand. Now, most of the time, table tennis players try to hammer against the opponent's backhand, but in this case, Ellie's backhand, she's so strong there. Trevor's actually going to try to go more to her forehand. And there we see it. It worked perfectly.
Strategy in action. And Runyon now trailing only by 4, and we'll take another look at this one.
Look at that over and over again. He even chops to her forehand. Everything to the forehand. Picks up a point.
And she's got to know that that's her weakness if he keeps playing to it. Trevor with a hard forehand that goes off the top of the net and long, and he once again finds himself trailing by 5.
Well, that ball just ticked the top of the net, just barely missed, but it's the right strategy.
We'll see if he can stick to that strategy, and he does, and she hits it into the net off the forehand, as you said.
Well, Ellie is a very strong player, and I think she's hoping that her forehand comes around and that she'll take it back over.
You would hope it does come around. There's $100,000 on the line in this tournament. Trevor continuing to work it to her forehand, and she hits it long, and what a tremendous volley. Probably the best volley of the match, and that is the K-Swiss High Performance highlight of this match, Scott.
Well, look at how Trevor is going about 75% to Ellie's forehand, and that is causing her to be less comfortable and have to back off the table.
Zainabedinova up a game, up 3 points in game 2 in this best 2 out of 3 All-Star bracket final. 5 more points for Zainabedinova, and she will advance to center court.
Nice cross-court smash by Trevor.
Trevor working his way back into this game 2. Down 16-14, and you have to wonder what Ellie is thinking. She had this all mapped out, up 1-0, but now only up 2 points in game 2, and she's letting opportunities slip away.
Well, Ellie's been so calm this whole match, and so I'm sure she's hoping that her forehand will just come back and that she'll take over again.
Speaking of forehands, Trevor hits his into the net and offers a gift point to Ellie Zainabedinova. And he's down just 2 now. Ellie just 4 points away from advancing to center court, and she's long. Trevor now 1 point away from tying this thing.
Well, he served to her forehand that time. Ellie's got to know what's going on here.
Trevor forcing another error, and we are knotted at 17. And when you thought Trevor Runyon was dead, he's back to life.
Well, he took that timeout, came out with a new strategy, and boy, what a turnaround. Almost immediate.
Trevor looking to take his first lead in this match, and he does by hitting the edge. And he apologizes to her with her back turned. Is that intentional? Apologizing without her seeing it.
Well, Ellie hit a terrific backhand, and frankly, Trevor was very lucky to block that ball back, and he was doubly lucky because his block came back and hit the edge.
I've been against apologizing since the opening point. When you hit an edge, that's what you want to do. He apologized, but he at least did it without her knowing.
Well, you can bet that Trevor was cheering inside while he was delivering that apology.
Smart player waiting for her to turn her back and then offering the olive branch.
Look at Ellie. When Trevor's hitting to her forehand, she's stepping around and hitting those balls with her backhand.
Trevor now with his biggest lead of this match, 2 points, and let's take another look at this one.
Look at this. Trevor goes to her forehand, and she steps around to hit it with the backhand. She knows herself that her backhand is her strength right now.
Ellie with the big sigh of what must be discontent here as she gives up another point, hitting it into the net. And Trevor now 1 point away from evening up this best 2 out of 3 All-Star bracket final.
A terrific comeback. Since that timeout, Ellie has only scored 1 point.
And I'm sure she's well aware of that as she stares across the table at Trevor Runyon, who is in position to take this second game, and he does it, winning 21-17. We will go to a deciding game 3. It has been an incredible weekend of festivities here. Let's go to Judah Friedlander at the VIP party at Legacy Stadium in the Palazzo.
What's up? It's Judah Friedlander, the world champion. I'm right here at the Hardbat Classic VIP party at Legacy Stadium at the Palazzo. I'm here with Autumn Reeser. I'm here with Tal Leibovitz and Mitch, and we are hanging out. Do you know who you're standing next to? 5-time national table tennis champion, Sean O'Neill. You think you might switch sports from tennis to table tennis?
I'm not sure.
There's less running. What'd you have for dinner? Cheese? That's dinner? That's a snack. That's not dinner.
Pork sandwich, you have one yet?
Pork sandwich? Yeah, but I'll have about 5 of them later. That's how you stay in shape. You go to a party, you need cheese. A lot of hot chicks here at this ping pong party. That's what I'm talking about. 4 beers, 2 hands, 4 beers. This is a man. If you want to meet the hot ladies, go to a ping pong party.
Don't be frightened. We mean no harm. They're calling themselves the visitors.
They heal me. I got no pain.
Do you have any questions before we go to air?
Just be sure not to ask anything that would paint us in a negative light.
Excuse me?
It's no secret that I'm a big sports fan, and I obviously love to cook and entertain, and Legacy Stadium gives me the opportunity to do both on a very large scale. Whether it be football, basketball, even ping pong, sports is the focus. It all comes down to something that's very important to me. We offer an incredible experience in a comfortable environment that provides great service and great food. Now, who's got the next game?
Do you have any idea how fast you were? Hey, I know you.
Yeah?
You're that GoDaddy girl. I love GoDaddy.com domain names, websites, hosting.
Less than $1 a month.
Affirmative. You know, I've always wanted to be a GoDaddy girl. Well, you seem to have what it takes. Oh, I definitely have what it takes.
See what happens next at GoDaddy.com.
Back at the Venetian for the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light. We are back in the pit for Game 3 of the All-Star Bracket Final between Trevor Runyon and Ellie Z. And Trevor, in a deciding Game 3, picks up the first point in Game 3. Now trails by 6. Make it 7. Of course, Trevor and Ellie fighting it out for that last spot in the Hardbat Classic semifinals, which, of course, will take place in center court.
He wastes no time going to Ellie's forehand, although he lost that last point. Ellie still looks really cool, though. I think she's still confident.
It's Trevor and Ellie matching each other shot for shot here. A tremendous volley.
Backhand is still popping.
And Trevor wins the point to draw to within 8-2. We are going to leave the pit right now. We will get you back to the action of this match in just a little bit, but we leave the pit and head over to the place where Ellie and Trevor are trying to advance to. Center court, dare we say, the centerpiece of this 2009 Hardbat Classic. And check out this crowd. The fans are here. The audience is energized. And a lot of that has to do with the Towel Ball girls handing out those T-shirts.
Well, here at center court, the players are going to be playing on this beautiful table. I've played on it before. It's gorgeous.
We are a mere moments away from seeing the first semifinal match on that very table between the winner of the basement and pro brackets. Who won those divisions? Let's show you.
But I'm in the basement division. That means I'm an unranked player. I'm an unknown quantity.
It's probably the first time in a professional ping pong tournament they are allowing anyone to participate.
I played ping pong for like 25 years, but haven't really ever played in any tournaments or anything. We just play at work all the time.
Table tennis was a game that we used to play in boarding school.
I'm a tennis player, not a table tennis player.
I am a tennis and fitness director.
We're all tennis players.
Every tennis player thinks he's amazing at pong. My buddy Al won the bar tournament, won a trip for 2 to Vegas, and so he took me, and I just paid him money and entered the tournament.
The basement bracket consisted of people from all walks of life, including 3 military brothers attending the tournament on their 2-week leave, one of them coming all the way from Afghanistan.
I'm a captain in the Army. My brother was the one that told me about it.
Just an average guy from the basement. It was just an excuse to get together with my brothers. You know, we're in the Army, so like we haven't seen each other in like a year, so what better place than Vegas for a ping pong tournament? Ping pong world by storm.
My spouse, I had a child 9 days ago. It's the second greatest thing that's ever happened to me. The first greatest thing that ever happened to me is that she allowed me to come here to Las Vegas and participate in the Hardbat Classic.
Listen.
This is like ping pong mecca to me.
As the basement bracket moved into the later rounds, many saw their hopes dashed.
Well, what just happened there is I just got wiped out.
John Jacobson made quick work of Ted Tumlaser.
What can I say? He's a tough player.
And secured himself a spot in the bracket finals.
Just trying to get as far as I can go.
While Captain Al Bordeaux faced the reality of returning to Afghanistan empty-handed.
I hate losing. I'll tell you that much. I hate losing.
With his slot secured in the basement bracket final, John Jacobson anxiously waited to see who his competition would be.
I don't want any part of that guy with the suspenders. That guy is legit.
He's tough. He's just a tough player. I heard that he was a champion like 30 years ago.
It doesn't look like he would be very competitive, but as it turns out, he's pretty good.
Playing for the last slot in the basement bracket final, Joel Kabaczynski faced the intimidating Wayne Overtone.
We want you, Wayne. We're coming for you, Wayne.
Wayne's a good player.
I want to play Joel. I don't want to play Wayne at all.
But in the end, the 73-year-old Overtone proved too tough to beat and waltzed his way into the basement bracket finals.
You're telling me you've only lost one game so far in the entire...
That's right.
That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
And so, with the basement bracket down to just 2 competitors, we moved over to the arena affectionately called the Pit for the bracket finals. Here, formidable gardener Wayne Overtone faced off against tennis instructor John Jacobson.
I think I got to go for it a little more. I've been playing pretty conservatively.
John Jacobson, as a 30-year-old, has to be looking across the court and saying, I'm about to play my grandfather.
Well, I'm just glad I'm in good health that I can play in the tournament at age 73.
John moving Wayne side to side. Beautiful. Wayne used to be a top player back in the 60s, and he has not played in a long time.
Wayne Overton taking the young Jacobson to school, putting all kinds of spin on the ball. And John just seems like he's trying to play catch-up right now.
Oh, a beautiful backhand down the line from Wayne.
Wayne doing his thing with no regard for his opponent or his wardrobe. John.
2010, we're down to match point.
And that's all it is.
Listen to the crowd. This is Wayne fever.
Wayne Overton, the wisest man of them all, comes in and takes kids to school, comes away with the basement bracket final win, and he has won over this entire building. The crowd chanting, Wayne, Wayne, Wayne. He's got to feel 30 years younger. So with Wayne Overtone's place in the semifinals cemented, we head over to the pro bracket to see who he will face. The pro bracket, where the giants of the game came out to battle the not-so-giant.
These are the world's fastest human beings. They have the fastest reflexes of any human being on the planet, virtually. No kidding.
For the first time ever, low-ranked players would face off against their heroes, and they would have a fighting chance.
It's a great thing because I get to play relatively an even field with some of the best guys in the U.S. So it's fun.
We have a tough group. This group, we've got one of the best hardbat players in the country.
Yeah, baby. That's it. That's what it's all about.
Then we've got a guy that we're all going to have to give points to begin the game.
I've been waiting for this tournament all my life, I think.
We're in trouble.
6-time national champion David Schwang would face one of the steepest handicaps.
I cannot play like that. I never played the enjoying the Masters now. This is what makes it even.
I feel sad. I'm come here to get my butt kicked and wish that 17 point.
After two brutal losses, Schwong took out his frustration on his new hard bat and threw it in the garbage. He took his family and left the arena, abandoning the tournament and many eager fans.
David Zewang is my idol. I grew up idolizing him, and he lost because of the handicap, and he broke his paddle. I'm probably going to frame it as a reminder how mean table tennis could be sometimes, and then I'm going to practice hard so maybe next year I can win the tournament. I love this game.
With Olympians being sent home and tournament play heating up, emotions ran high in this competitive bracket.
Oh, yeah, nobody wants to lose. I don't want to lose. I want to win some money and, the recognition.
I'll play it over.
No, I ain't playing over. It was a net ball.
So if it's a net ball, then what's the problem?
No, I just want you to serve legally. Knee special, man. 8-7. That's it, baby. Knee special. You never let me down, sweetie.
Table tennis entrepreneur Homer Brown had a unique way of pushing through the tension.
Give up respect.
Come on, man.
Shuffle serve, baby. That's it. Think. That's it, baby.
You're thinking now, baby.
That's it, baby. Placement.
Oh, don't play with that ball. Hit it.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on. Game apiece. Oh, my goodness. You gotta stroke it. Lift it. Fight. What are you doing? Come on. Goodness gracious. Come on, fight.
Adam Price, older brother to All-Star Austin Price, struggled with his opposition, but struggled even more with his father's coaching.
I don't want to take risks, Dad. Now's the time to take risks. You're up 13-0. No more smashing. That's way risky. Just do something different. You know, most people have a childhood memory. Look her in the eye and you try to intimidate. We're doing that. With you yelling in the background, you make me nervous. All right, so I'll go away. And I think that's the great success of this tournament. Everybody can bring out a childhood memory. Take charge and tell them to stop being a okay? It's very difficult to coach your own son.
At 13 years old, the youngest player in the tournament, Eric Shanazari, also had his father looking on as he made his way through the field. But that didn't shake his confidence.
I play mostly adults, and I get used to it. It's not really challenging. Maybe I have back problems or something.
The guy's good, the other guy. Very nice.
As the competition rolled on, competitors fell by the wayside. Some unable to live up to their own expectations. Some unable to deal with the pressure.
Oh, no!
And others just unable.
It's over for me. The dream is puffed.
And after 2 rounds of fierce playing, Daniel Chu faced Adani Marapis of 24 fame in the hard-fought bracket semifinal match. Adani, of course, one of the terrorists in 24. So now only 2 people have defeated Donnie, Jack Bauer, and Daniel Chu.
This is my coach. Believe what she says.
And Jeffrey Shaw took on the acrobatic Eugene Colucci for the last spot in the bracket finals. So as the dust settled on the Vegas Strip, 2 challengers remain in the pro bracket. Former Hong Kong champion Daniel Chu and self-proclaimed casual competitor Jeffrey Shaw.
It's been great, and actually it's pretty funny because all these pro players have coaches, and between games they go over to their coaches and they're telling them to go to the backhand and all that kind of stuff, and I go over and I talk to Jody and she gives me a kiss and asks me if I want M&Ms or something. So this is better coaching than those guys are getting. So
Shaw is going to get a 12-point advantage before the match even begins.
The mental strength is the key.
12 serving 0.
Daniel appearing very nervous. And at first glance, you would consider Daniel the far better player. But Jeffrey is hanging in there enough that spot may be about right. He's managed to extract several errors from Daniel Chu.
Chu getting very frustrated.
He's going to really have to relax, and he's going to have to start becoming patient. Daniel is firing bullets, and Jeffrey is fishing them back. Jeffrey is actually outscoring Daniel in this match.
A lot's made of the spot, but if you're scoring more than your opponent, that spot doesn't matter.
Absolutely. This is a quick match. We're down to match point. And that's it.
Call it because of the spot, but Tell you what, Jeffrey Shaw held his own against Daniel Chu as he advances and wins the pro bracket. And here is Jeffrey Shaw sporting the blue shirt, black shorts, and man perm. Here in the semifinal match representing the pro bracket, but the crowd is going to be behind the man representing the basement bracket, the man about to enter the stage right now. Wayne Overtone with the crowd on his side, and you've got to think the deck is stacked against Jeff Shaw in this one. He'll be facing Wayne Overtone and his hundreds, his minions in the stands. Let's hear about Jeff Shaw. What do we know about him?
Well, now Jeff is representing the pro bracket. He's not really one of the elite players in this tournament. He's actually a 48-year-old chiropractor from Traverse City, Michigan. But he's used a clever, aggressive strategy to take advantage of the handicaps, and he's beaten a lot of good players that way.
Wayne Overtone, another great player who he will have to overcome, but this time Shaw is looking at a deficit to begin the match because, of course, Shaw coming out of the professional bracket, the pro bracket, and Overtone out of the basement division.
Look at how beautifully Overtone mixes his game. He has really an all-around game that exemplifies the classic style. He'll hit, he'll chop. That time, he chopped a couple balls and then hit one, forced an error from Shaw.
Each man just 2 wins away from a paycheck of $100,000 for winning table tennis. And Jeffrey Shaw shows that he wants that check. He still trails Overtone 9-3, but when we come back, we'll return to the pit for the site of the All-Star Bracket Final. It is the deciding Game 3 between Trevor Runyon and Ellie Z. The dramatic conclusion coming up. This is the 2009 Hardbat Classic, presented by Bud Light.
Tired of lugging out your heavy, bulky pressure cleaner or hearing the noise and smelling the fumes? You need to get the jet. Introducing the amazing Water Jet. It turns your ordinary garden hose into a super power washer. Get the high-pressure spraying force without the big expensive machine. Powerful enough to clean second-story windows, remove wasp nests from a safe distance, and reach under eaves without motors, gas, or electricity. Here's how it works. Water flows through the volume reduction chambers, where pressure builds until a powerful jet stream blasts through the precision-engineered solid brass tip. The stainless steel control valve easily regulates the water pressure and the force of the jet stream. And because of volume reduction, you'll use less water. It's your economical solution for those tough outdoor jobs. Blast grime and weeds off brick and paver driveways. Great for wood and aluminum siding, umbrellas and awnings. It attaches to any garden hose, so you can take it along boating and camping. The 30-inch wand easily reaches into tight spots, and it's built to last with heavy-gauge aluminum, stainless steel, and solid brass. The amazing Water Jet is only $19.95. We promise that you'll be thrilled with the way it performs or your money back. But if you order now through this special TV offer, as a bonus, you'll receive the solid brass fan tip that creates a powerful fan-shaped spray. Use it as a sweeping water broom for wood decks and docks, patios, and pool decks. Easily clean pool filters, scour away mold, wash cars and trucks, scrub dirty truck beds squeaky clean, dial back the pressure to gently water delicate flowers, vegetable gardens, and so much more. One tool that does it all. Call now to get the jet.
To order Water Jet, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-970-3921. That's 1-800-970-3921. Order today and get the fan tip for free. So don't delay. Call 1-800-970-3921 and order today.
Back at the Venetian for the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light, and we return to the pit for the All-Star Bracket Final. The deciding third game between Ellie Z and Trevor Runyon. Ellie with a 5-point edge as Trevor scratches the hard bat and sets to serve.
Well, that's not an edge. That's a commanding lead. Ellie is so calm through this whole match. It's so impressive. Oh, right there. Trevor hit a terrific cross-court forehand. Ellie, with such great poise and focus, blocks it back, and Trevor just wasn't expecting that ball to come back.
As a reminder, we will get you back out to center court for that semifinal match between Shaw and Overtone, but for right now, Trevor and Ellie have a score to settle.
No question. Now, Trevor's sticking to that strategy of going to Ellie's forehand, and it's the right one. He just needs to execute it, but he's really dug himself into a hole now.
Got down 5 points now to Ellie with the serve.
Ellie's still popping that backhand. That is her stock and trade, and she is still hitting it so well. I'm so impressed with her calmness through this match. She's playing the best hardbat player in the country, and she is really more than holding her own.
And he needed that one. Trevor needed a point there to stop the bleeding and gets to within 17 to 12.
12, serving 17.
As Trevor will once again serve. One more point for his serve.
Oh, bad luck for Ellie on that one.
Trevor hits the edge and this time waits for Ellie to actually look in his direction before he apologizes. That is a case of unfortunate sportsmanship.
But it was a terrific backhand by Ellie, just what she's been doing all along. And Trevor was not only lucky to block it, he was lucky that it hit the edge. Tough break for Ellie.
The sweat beads of discontent pouring out of Ellie's skin as she's set to serve, leading 17 to 13. She can't be too unhappy with how she's playing.
Well, Trevor got that point, but Ellie was really in command of that point. Her backhand just moving Trevor around so well. She's got to be really confident here. Look at her pump her fist. She is so confident. She's so relaxed. You can just see her.
Trevor would like to make Ellie feel a little discomfort here. Doesn't want her to get too well settled here. And then she hits it into the net, gives a point to Trevor, one that he desperately needed.
When Ellie serves, she tries to start that backhand rally going, because her backhand has been so strong. She doesn't seem at all intimidated by Trevor's big shots.
And there's a big shot that Trevor misses again, and now he's talking to himself. What's the matter with him?
Well, that's really significant, actually. These top players are taught to keep their cool and not do that, so he's really in trouble.
Well, he is in trouble, and the scoreboard would indicate that, down 19 to 15. This is a huge point for Trevor.
You're absolutely right, Matt, because now they change serves, and when Trevor serves, he dictates the course of the point. He serves to a forehand, and that plays into his strength. So it's 19-16, but this game is far from over.
Trevor now in control of this serve, but definitely not the match.
Well, there was just exactly the kind of point that Trevor wanted. Going to her forehand. You're going to see him serve to Ellie's forehand and try to do it again.
Down 19 to 17. And as you said, serve to the forehand, and it works again. Ellie long, and Trevor now just 1 point away from tying this thing.
And that was an instant replay of many of the points they've had this match. What a comeback from Trevor.
Trevor has seized the momentum, but still trails by a point. Ellie needs one here, and she won't get it. We are tied at 19 as Trevor delivers the haymaker.
What a clever shot by Trevor. He's been going to her forehand over and over again. He gets the opening, and instead of going down the line, he cross-courts to her backhand. And she knows what's going on, but she wasn't expecting that.
Fans are chanting Trevor's name.
Wow.
And another big point for Trevor. His first lead in this deciding game 3 is now for match point, which would send him to the semifinals at center court for a chance at $100 grand. And this is match point, and Trevor Runyon has done it. The comeback 21-19. One of the most incredible moments this Hardbat Classic has ever seen. So as the winner of the All-Star bracket, Trevor Runyon moves to center court for that semifinal match against the winner of the Bud Light Bar bracket.
Well, now, Matt, you've just seen why Trevor Runyon is our current national hardbat champion. At crunch time, boy, he really came through.
The guy just exudes excellence. Now all of our action is done in the pit. Let's head back over to center court where the remainder of our action will occur. This is the semifinal match between Wayne Overtone and Jeff Shaw. We pick it up with Overtone with a 17-6 lead, representing the basement bracket. Shaw representing the pro division with a winner there, and he trails by 10 early on.
Well, that was a nice shot by Jeffrey Shaw, but he's way behind. Wayne has just dominated him.
Shaw again trying to score a winner, and
now that was not an unforced error. Wayne is very, very clever. When he chops the ball, it's not just that he's spinning the ball, it's that sometimes he spins the ball and sometimes he doesn't, and you've got to read it when you're playing against him.
It's hard
to
read.
Right there.
Those balls don't have stitches on them.
That's true. That's actually a very good observation, Matt. The ball does have a label on it, and the more you spin the ball, the more that label disappears. But they spin the ball all the time.
Shaw again into the net, and that sets up game point for Wayne Overtone in this first game of the semifinal. And the crowd feeling the magnitude of the point, cheering on Overtone, and that can't make Jeff Shaw feel very good.
Well, Wayne is in control, and he's just got all the tools. Forehand, backhand, offense, defense. There's just no holes in this guy's game.
Overtone with the decisive Game 1 win in this best-of-3 semifinal. Let's find out more about the man with the suspenders in this Bud Light player profile.
No one's seen anybody quite like Wayne. He'll disarm you just by his appearance. He's going to be 74 this month. I asked him, what's up with the suspenders?
I wear suspenders to keep my pants up.
When we first started, we were thinking, Uncle Wayne, he's this old guy, man. We're going to do well against him. I've played him about 150 games, still haven't beat him yet.
Games. That was as good as I could play. 5'11". To me, that's a victory.
Are you talking about handicaps? They do that to horses, you know.
Yeah. He keeps to himself. He's a very detailed person, and he almost has a compulsive disorder. It carries through with his dissection of the game. Every shot has a memory.
I played in nationals, and I played in local tournaments. In my younger days, I was ranked 21 in the country nationally. Some of the matches were like 26-24 in the 5th game. Could go either way. I was just lucky on that day.
He quit playing about 25 years ago.
Well, I got into the gardening business, and that took up most all my time. And then my mom had 2 strokes, and I was a caregiver for her for 10 years. It was a rough time, but got through it, and I'm grateful that I was able to have my mom home most of the time. She was such a wonderful person. I have no regrets whatsoever.
When Grandma Eileen died, Uncle Wayne moved in here. Basically, he's caretaking my dog. He walks her twice a day, feeds her, and it's worked out great for the 3 of us.
You thirsty? Are you thirsty? Oh, goodness sakes. Yes, good girl. Yay. One night, I says, they're going to have a tournament in Vegas for $100,000. I says, we're going.
That's the money in the bank.
It was really rusty when we first started playing, but the rust seems to be coming off. One of these days, though, I'm going to own you. I'm going to get 1 or 2 games I'm going to win.
I always like to bring their hopes up.
I wasn't sure whether a long road trip would be something he would be up for. He's the type of person that will stress out over little things. But he was up for it. We're going to have a great trip. We're looking forward to it.
It has been well worth the trip for Wayne Overtone. He packed his suspenders in a good game of table tennis. 8-0, he leads in game 2 because of the handicap, and he leads 1-0 in the match.
Look, Jeffrey Shaw desperately needs to come up with a plan because Wayne's just been dominating this match.
Overtone leads this best-of-3 semifinal, 1-0. Let's head out to Judah Friedlander, Roman the Venetian, talking Hardbat.
What's up? I'm here at the Venetian, just hanging out, getting ready for the Hardbat tournament, man. It's going to be great. Just come to the Hardbat Classic ping pong tournament. Where's this? It's right here at the casino, man.
I didn't know there was a Hardbat Classic.
You got it. Get on it, man. Come on, dude. How's it going, guys? Are you coming to the Hardbat tournament? There's a ping pong tournament. You guys coming? You want to play ping pong? I don't think they want to play. I heard this person's pretty good. Bravo. $5 million in a row. Hit it, the ball's going to come back to me on the escalator. So, ready? Elevator trick. Oh, thanks, man. 1, 2, 3. Hardbat Classic!
We will have more from center court in the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's great for tailgating, right? Memorial Day, Mother's Day.
It's grilled. Grilled.
Today. Today's good.
Tuesday.
Wednesdays.
Any day that ends in Y.
It's delicious.
It's all good.
You've got to taste new Kentucky Grilled Chicken. It's marinated and grilled to perfection for that 5-star fall-off-the-bone taste you just gotta come in and try. Now try new Kentucky Grilled Chicken in a 2-piece meal for just $3.99. Taste the unfried side of KFC.
It looks like nothing else on the road right now, proclaims GQ magazine.
Did you see that?
The interior positively oozes class, raves car magazine. Slick and sensuous, boasts the Washington Times. The most striking VW in recent memory, declares...
Okay, I get it already.
I think we were in a car commercial.
I think Philly's got a shot tonight when Rollins back in the lineup.
Come on!
You don't think so?
Come on!
Why do you keep saying come on?
Because I'm Sal the Sports King, and that's my catchphrase. Come on!
Stuck in a bad relationship with sports radio? Switch to ESPN Radio for the best sports on the dial.
So, Jimmy, Philly's going to win tonight? Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
One play can change the game. One new channel will change Sunday afternoons forever. This season, watch the best plays as they happen live in HD. NFL Red Zone. Every touchdown from every game.
Catch a free preview of NFL Red Zone on UVerse Channel 1628 this Sunday, October 4th from 1 to 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time.
That's a cable for business!
Business! So, what happens if my guys are on a site? Can they connect back to the office? Can I connect to them?
I do not know! Not a clue!
Don't let an entertainment bundle cost you. Stay productive on the go with AT&T All for Less bundle. Wireless, high-speed internet, and landline for under $100. Let your business stretch with AT&T.
Back at the Venetian for the 2009 Hardbat Classic, presented by Bud Light. Life is tough as a professional table tennis player. You get cooled down by women in bikinis and spoon-fed grapes. Back in this semifinal match between Jeff Shaw and Wayne Overtone. And Overtone with a commanding lead, and you have to wonder, why isn't Jeff Shaw just hitting the ball from side to side and making the old man run?
That's a great idea, Matt, and that's what he's trying to do. But it is not working, and there's a reason. It's because Wayne is really good, and he's, despite his age, he moves so well.
Well, he never has to worry about his shorts falling down when he runs.
Oh, nice forehand.
That one long as well, and Overtone receiving some gift points here in this Game 2 of the semifinals of the Hardbat Classic. If I'm Jeff Shaw, I'm likely distracted by what I'm seeing at the other side of the table. Plus, it's like he's playing his grandfather. How can you focus?
Well, we table tennis players are used to playing against all sorts of opponents. I've played 80-year-old men. I've played 10-year-old girls. I've lost to 10-year-old girls.
When you lost to a 10-year-old girl, were you 11? I will take that as a nonverbal no. Wayne Overtone up by 10 here in this second game against Jeff Shaw, and the 73-year-old man now just 2 points away from winning this semifinal match, and Shaw just can't believe what is happening now. Match point here for Overtone, and a forehand winner for Overtone. He comes away with the win, shakes the judge's hand, shakes Jeff Shaw's hand, and all Jeff can do is pat him on the back and let Wayne head to his throng of supporters. They're pretty easy to find. They're all over this place.
I don't think I've ever seen this at a table tennis tournament before.
So Overtone advances to the finals of the Hardbat Classic. The other semifinal is still to be played. That will pit Trevor Runyon against the winner of the Bud Light Bar Bracket. Who is that? Let's find out.
Just trying to get through this line real quick so we can go have a couple more beers and get this thing going.
As the day began, hundreds of Bud Light qualifiers descended upon the Venetian, all to pursue their Hardbat dreams.
I didn't think I'd get this far, but there's a lot of good players here, so we'll see what happens.
These winners were as diverse as the regions they represented.
Every game I'm in, it's going to be serious.
That's strong. Taking a leak at the bar, read the sign, joined it, and here I landed my first time in Vegas playing ping pong.
I'm just hoping that I make it past the first round.
You got to be careful. There's a lot of sharks here and hustlers.
This far-reaching bracket brought out a 71-year-old from Wisconsin.
I've been trying to upgrade my aggressive play, let's put it that way.
A folk singer from North Carolina.
Folk, reggae, soul.
A pro skater from D.C.
Like a comet, I came out of nowhere, started underground basement playing 9 years ago, and fell in love with Hardbat.
A British guy from Mobile, Alabama.
I've never heard of a table tennis tournament like this before.
And an adrenaline junkie from Kentucky.
I do like the pressure. It kind of helps to realize I can't miss now. I was afraid to let table tennis take over my life, but now I've really fell in love with it to another level because I've switched to Hardbat. And I've never stayed in a hotel this nice.
This is the draws. Looking to see where I'm playing. It's already 3 minutes after, and I'm hoping not to default. Playing over at table 37. I gotta go. I'm 5 minutes late. I'll see you. This is like a random opportunity. I gotta go for it. I actually I canceled the gig to do it.
As the tournament wore on, skill and fatigue narrow the field, moving us closer to the bracket final.
Had a lot of close games, so it was a little more tiring than I thought. So just lucky to get through it a little bit. Some of those.
Evan Austin out of Dallas, Texas, faced off against Ryan Husak from Kentucky.
There was no real easy competition along the way. I had to play 35 matches in, 24 hours.
Josh Phillips struggled to stay afloat.
Carry me, please.
finalists and aspiring tennis player Jack Baker battled it out.
It's my first table tennis tournament. Never really had a really fierce work ethic, I guess. I mean, maybe I needed to really become a really good tennis player, but I never really had it, and it's been kind of disappointing, I guess.
My strategy all along has been to find out what my opponent is wanting to do. You know, what's his strong spot, what shots is he going to take when he has them, so I'll have a response for that at the end.
That's just my style, was laid back, and it's gotten me in some trouble before, I guess, but that's just me. It's always going to be me, I guess. I don't know, maybe table tennis is my calling now.
As night descended upon the desert, only 2 bar qualifiers remained. It's an old-fashioned showdown between the strategic play of Ryan Husak and the laid-back styling of Alabama Brit Jack Baker.
I'm only really 3 matches away from $100,000. I don't want to think about it really because I don't want nerves to come into play, but it's huge.
Well, Husak's taking the offense here, and Baker's trying to wear him down with the defense.
Husak just seems stunned right now at just how good Baker is.
Oh, nice attacks by Husak. Just tying Baker up.
It's been tough. At the start, I didn't really know what to expect, and I was kind of a little bit nervous. I think we're pretty similarly matched.
Match point here for Baker, and Husak is going to have to come up with something magical here.
Husak's going to have to dig deep and come up with some way to get the ball past Baker.
Swinging forehand. Baker returns. Husak returning. Husak to his knees.
Baker finishes it with a huge backhand smash.
What a way to wrap up this Bud Light Bar bracket final. Even Husak applauds Baker's efforts. Jack Baker advances to the semifinals of the Hardbat Classic. We stay at center court for that semifinal match. Jack Baker, fresh off his win over Ryan Husak, the winner of that Bud Light Bar bracket final, enters center court to a loud cheer from his fans. The Bama Brit hoping to inflict some pain on one of the best hardbat players the sport of table tennis has ever seen, Trevor Runyon, the winner of the Allstar bracket. Don't go anywhere. This is the 2009 Hardbat Classic, presented by Bud Light.
Tomorrow on Countdown, relive Favre's finest Monday moments.
He did what?
And mic'd up memories.
Let's try to get it in the end zone early.
As we get fired up for the Packers-Vikings showdown. Monday Night Countdown, tomorrow at 7 on ESPN.
King's Ransom, Tuesday at 8 p.m. on ESPN. Part of ESPN Films' 30 for 30.
Taxi. Taxi. Taxi.
Taxi! Taxi! Broadway and Fifth.
Not too heavy, not too light. Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
Are you one of the millions of people struggling to learn a new language? Well, thanks to our breakthrough software called Rosetta Stone, learning a new language is now incredibly easy and a whole lot faster.
I probably learned more in the first 2 weeks than I have in months of taking formal classes.
Rosetta Stone is so fast and effective, it's used by the U.S. State Department, NASA, the U.S. Army, and Fortune 500 companies, and is the world's leading language learning software.
It's almost like having your own person there teaching you, your own private tutor who is just very relaxed in your home with you, sitting there teaching you the language.
Rosetta Stone is the fastest way to learn a new language. And to prove it, we'll send you our amazing demo CD, absolutely free when you call.
This really is a great program.
I believe that you can learn any language with this program.
So call now or visit our website and see for yourself why Rosetta Stone is the fastest way to learn a new language, guaranteed.
The Hardbat Classic brought to you by Bud Light, with just the right taste that never fills you up. The difference is drinkability. As we begin this semifinal match, Trevor Runyon has an uphill battle to start it off. Down 17-0 to Jack Baker.
You have to remember, Trevor is a highly ranked national player, and Jack Baker is just stepped out of a bar to play against him. Now, that 17-point spot is based on if they were playing with sponge bats, and that's a standard scale. But they're playing with hard bats, and as we are learning, this hard bat equipment that they're using has already leveled the playing field somewhat. So this is a huge hole that Trevor's going to find a difficult time digging himself out of.
Perhaps this first game more about learning about his opponent, trying to build for the future, because down 19-2, I'm not sure it matters how good he is.
Well, they've each scored 2 points. It doesn't look like Trevor is going to mount a comeback this game. Then Jack gets a net.
Well, spot or no spot, Jack Baker has outscored Trevor Runyon 3-2 at this point. And a little insult to injury with a net point.
Those net balls are virtually impossible to return.
I didn't see Jack Baker apologize either, did he? Did I miss it?
Now there, Trevor just learned something. He did one of his really good serves, one of his professional level serves. And Baker had a heck of a time returning it, and there again. And I still don't think that Trevor is going to win this game. But he's got his strategy set now for game 2.
You don't see 17 more points in his future here in this first game?
Well, that's not what Runyon is thinking right now. He's thinking, okay, here's what I'm going to do. And well, there you go.
That's it. Jack Baker wins the first game over Trevor Runyon 21-4. Baker washes his hands of Runyon in game 1. Let's meet the Bama Brit in this Bud Light player profile.
My friend phoned me up and he said there was a ping pong tournament at the bar for a free trip to Las Vegas. I wasn't going to take it real seriously. I just was hanging out, having a few beers, and played the tournament, ended up winning.
He called me and he just said, I won. And I was like, what, you won? I was like, oh my God, we're going to Vegas? And he was like, yeah, really, I won.
If you ever see anyone that's played tennis and then you watch them play table tennis, that's my style. I mean, it's just long strokes, use a lot of slice. Tennis shots, basically, just made smaller.
Jack is a great athlete. He can pull out any shot in the book. He can play any style. His hand-eye coordination is incredible.
First started playing tennis in England, I was about 10 years old. I just got into it early age and I kept at it. I was ranked in the top 50 ITF under 18 in the world. When I turned 18, we looked into a few options, and college in the States was the best option.
During 4 years in college, he played great matches. He was ranked as high as number 8 in the nation. I would say he didn't really like to practice, but he loved to compete, and that's probably why he's really good in ping pong.
I play mostly in the locker room at South Alabama with the other members of the tennis team. The table was probably not the most pristine table. Mostly it's used to eat dinner off. When I first came over here in 2004, I was still very much in the professional mindset, as if I wanted to be a professional tennis player. I think my problem was that I have the talent, I just maybe don't always put the work in.
He could have gone further, he could have gone pro, I think, but it all comes down to what Jack wants. He's the type of guy that is very talented, almost too talented.
I'm going to finish school in December, then I'm not really sure, to be honest. I'm just kind of going with it. You know, I love tennis. You know, I'd still love to play professionally, but you got to be realistic and think, you know, maybe that's not going to happen.
How would 100,000 change your life?
If I won it, I mean, it would just be crazy. I mean, I can't really put it in words how it would be. I mean, it would solve a lot of problems for me. I mean, solve a lot of problems for anyone.
Good job, baby. 4 more points.
Jack's girlfriend, Lindsay, may not be a math major, but she knows how to keep score in table tennis, as do our officials, whose apparel is provided by Tommy Hilfiger. Right now, Jack Baker on a roll, ready to win this thing.
Trevor's got a plan now, though. He's going to pull out his best, trickiest serves and just try to rack up points. There's one right there. He loaded it up with the side spin. Jack didn't see it. The ball went off.
Well, if Baker keeps playing like that, Trevor Runyon's going to coast. Of course, he'll have to do it numerous times.
Okay, Baker's adjusting. That second serve, Baker got back.
Runyon scoring the first 2 points of this second game. And he'll need a bunch more. Now it's 3 straight, and perhaps it's becoming a reality that Runyon can compete despite trailing big time early on.
Oh!
Never mind. Jack Baker's in the building. Check out this shot.
That is a serve that you don't see at the top levels because, frankly, it's not always this effective.
Well, if Jack Baker doesn't go on to win the $100,000 grand prize, he can at least tell all his friends that he made one of the best hardbat players in the country look somewhat foolish on national television.
Baker just executed that shot like a magician. It was so beautiful.
Trevor Runyon scoring 5 of the game's first 6 points, showing no ill effects from that tumble he took earlier, and Baker doesn't get that net to fall.
Oh, very close. Almost did. So far, Runyon's strategy is working.
Trevor's going to need to continue to get those breaks. When that ball hits the net, it's going to need to come up on Baker's side. And Runyon with another point.
Back to that serve. Oh, Baker's figuring them out.
And another point for Trevor Runyon. 8 of the game's first 9 points fall to Trevor Runyon. Runyon again with the serve. Baker, wow, no problems with that.
It did not take Baker long to figure out these serves.
I tell you what, Trevor Runyon, despite being down big early, is showing that there is no mountain high enough. I think that's a song. If it's not, we should write it.
Oh, what a shot!
Oh, I dubbed thee the K-Swiss high performance highlight of the match.
He's been playing on the defense. He waits till he sees a ball. He really knows what he can do. The moment he got an opening, he stepped in, put it away.
Trevor Runyon left speechless. Not even talking to himself now.
And look at how cool Baker is.
He is cool. He's awesome. And Trevor Runyon takes a timeout as Baker is just 2 points away from advancing to the finals. We will have more from this semifinal match coming up from the Venetian. This is the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light.
Where'd you get these uniforms?
Don't worry about it. I told you we'd get into this game.
Are you guys new?
Yeah, we're freshmen. Carl here's a first chair tuba, and I'm a flugelhorn player myself. Flugelhorns, cowbells, basically anything with a spit valve.
All right, everybody, once we get there, we're gonna head down to the field to meet the team.
Woo! Yeah! Who's ready to march?
Hey, it's Jimmy Football. Hey, do you know what's wrong with your cooler? I'll tell you what, it's not a grill. I want you to say hello to the Bud Light Grueler. It's a grill and a cooler. Ring, 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 ring. It's the future. Are we here? I think we are.
It's a grill and a cooler?
It's a grueler.
Tailgate approved.
Every 60 seconds, someone, somewhere, is making the switch to Tempur-Pedic. Now, it's your turn.
Call now for your free information kit, including a Tempur material sample, along with a DVD and catalog. Traditional mattresses use metal springs that can cause pressure points, causing you to toss and turn. Only the Tempur-Pedic mattress automatically adjusts to your body while keeping your spine in perfect alignment. Plus, because Tempur-Pedic doesn't transfer motion, you won't disturb your partner when you get out of bed or shift positions. Best of all, Tempur-Pedic will let you sleep on one of their sleep systems for an incredible 90 nights before you make your purchase decision. If you want the ultimate in comfort, if you wish to get more sleep but can't, it's time you make the switch to Tempur-Pedic.
Call 1-800-768-4690 for your free information kit. That's 1-800-768-4690. Call today.
Back at the Venetian for the 2009 Hardbat Classic, presented by Bud Light. We go back inside to center court where Trevor Runyon, fresh off a timeout, looking for hopefully some newly discovered momentum against Jack Baker.
Well, he's trying to regain that foothold that he had at the start of this game. But Jack's defense is very strong, and he's figured out a lot of Runyon's tricks.
I'll tell you what, Trevor Runyon may be down in this match, but he's showing the heart of a champion here. And let me just say that for those watching, one of these guys is a professional table tennis player. I'll give you a hint. It's not the guy in the bathing suit. Runyon with another point. Baker up 19-11. Baker fresh out of the pool.
He tried that same serve that worked so well before, but Runyon was ready for it that time.
Runyon needs to continue to play like a champion here to stay in this. But Jack Baker with the forehand winner and now has match point.
Well, Baker, he knows what he can do, what he can't do, and wow, he knew he could hit that ball.
Runyon must be thinking, I can't believe this guy apologized to me. This is the lowest of the lows of my career. Match point here, and that is it. Jack Baker defeats Trevor Runyon 21-12, taking the best of three semifinals, and he is one step closer to winning that $100,000 grand prize. He'll have to get through 73-year-old Wayne Overtone to do it. Only in a tournament like the Hardbat Classic can you find two players with such a disparity in age and experience going at it for six figures in cash. Jack Baker, an unbelievable story. We'll see if he can write the final page of this one. The finals coming straight ahead. You don't want to miss it.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's great for tailgating, right? Memorial Day, Mother's Day.
It's grilled. Grilled.
Today. Today's good.
Tuesday.
Wednesdays.
Any day that ends in Y.
It's delicious.
It's all good.
You've got to taste new Kentucky Grilled Chicken. It's marinated and grilled to perfection for that 5-star fall-off-the-bone taste you just got to come in and try. Now try new Kentucky Grilled Chicken in a 2-piece meal for just $3.99. Taste the unfried side of KFC.
It looks like nothing else on the road right now, proclaims GQ magazine.
Did you see that?
The interior positively oozes class, raves car magazine. Slick and sensuous, boasts the Washington Times. The most striking VW in recent memory, declares...
Okay, I get it already.
I think we were in a car commercial.
I'll be honest with you, that whole Brett Favre thing was really hard to keep track of. So we had to come up with a system.
You're sure? Yeah. He's coming back.
He's coming back.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
He's coming back.
So is it 1 if retired, 2 if unretired?
I think it's the other way around.
That makes sense.
Attention mesothelioma patient. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call the number on your screen now for help. Exposure to asbestos may have caused your illness, and you may now be able to receive the financial compensation you deserve. Compensation to help you pay for the medical bills and treatment. Compensation to help you and your family in this difficult time. So please don't wait.
Call toll-free 800-598-8405.
Mesothelioma is a rare cancer, and while there is no known cure, significant progress is being made with treatment programs. We have helped hundreds of victims and their families get the compensation they deserve.
So please call 800-598-8405.
For your free legal consultation, and we will also send you without obligation our informative financial information packet.
Call toll-free 800-598-8405.
When you see the Champagne Showgirls, it can only mean one thing. We are mere moments away from the finals here at the Venetian, coming straight ahead. The 2009 Hardbat Classic, presented by Bud Light.
You have enough room in your closet? Crowded closets mean wrinkled clothes. Introducing Wonder Hanger, the perfect space-saving solution designed to instantly triple your closet space. Place up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 garments in the open slots. Lift and release jackets, shirts, pants. No more crowded mess. Wonder Hanger is guaranteed to triple your closet space for neat, wrinkle-free, perfectly organized clothes. Go from this to this. Purses are a pain to store, but Wonder Hanger neatly organizes all your purses. These old-fashioned rings get stuck, but Wonder Hanger's patent-pending open-mouth design lets you easily add or remove your clothes. It fits wood, metal, or plastic hangers. Wonder Hanger can support a 20-pound weight. It's strong enough for 5 heavy winter coats. It's the ultimate space saver for any size closet. Great for dorms, apartments, or downsizing. Now get 5 Wonder Hangers, enough for 25 garments. Through the special TV offer, you'll get 2 amazing Bend-A-Hangers. Watch, bend them up so silky tops won't slip. Bend them down to eliminate shoulder bumps. Silky, delicate slip to the floor. But Bend-A-Hangers lock clothes in place. Ideal for kids' clothing. The airflow foam dries clothes faster. There's more. You'll also get the all-new stick-up light with 5 LED ultra-bright lights for instant closet lighting. Absolutely free. You get it all, just $9.99. We're not through yet. Call now and we'll double your order. And we'll send you a second set absolutely free. Just pay separate processing and handling. That's a total of 10 Wonder Hangers, enough for 50 garments, 4 Bend-A-Hangers, and 2 stick-up lights. A $50 value, just $9.99. Save space and organize your entire closet with Wonder Hangers.
Wonder Hangers come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. To order, call 1-800-504-4350. That's 1-800-504-4350. Call now.
Coming from Mobile, Alabama, 23 years old, please welcome Jack Baker.
And there is Jack Baker, the Bama Brit, in his T-shirt and a bathing suit.
And from the basement bracket, at 73 years old, he is the oldest player in the entire
And Wayne Overtone is about to take the court. The 73-year-old, the oldest man in the tournament.
Overtone.
And you'd have to think he feels right in his element.
The crowd is absolutely erupting.
Walking right in the middle of those Champagne Showgirls. Talk about tunnel vision. I'm not sure he even used his peripheral vision to sneak a peek. Scott, it has all come down to this. Through thousands of matches, thousands of players all over the country, has now come down to 73-year-old Wayne Overtone and 23-year-old Jack Baker with a chance to win $100,000, the largest purse that this sport has ever seen. It's hard for me to believe, and you've actually played this game.
I'm still in shock. This is such an unusual event and such a spectacular event. And I'm really stoked about this particular final match. It couldn't be a better matchup. These players they're just even up. And you'll notice there's no spot this time. That's because at the end of this tournament, they're both ranked equally. And they both have great styles, attack, defense.
Baker with the early edge and setting the overtone, if you will, with a apology to Wayne.
Well, these players, you can see they're still feeling each other out a little bit. They're starting out kind of slow. It's going to take a little bit for them to get in the groove, but once they do, these guys have all the tools, and I think we're going to see some great points.
Scott, I'm putting you against the wall here. Who do you like?
Boy, this is a tough call. Baker's defense has just been impermeable, but Wayne has all these tools at his disposal. I have to go with Wayne, I think. Just by... Yeah, I got to go with Wayne.
Siding with the older gentleman?
I think he's got the experience.
Baker with a 4-2 lead here early on.
Oh, there's that defense by Baker.
Overtone making a move side to side, in and out. Both chopping to each other here, and Baker.
There, Wayne loaded up on that backspin, and Baker just dumped it into the net. We've seen that so many times this tournament. Look at this, wow.
And that point goes to Jack Baker. Hardbat at its finest.
Yeah, this is what Hardbat's about. Good rallies, mixing attack and defense.
Even playing field with the Hardbat.
And the points are getting longer. They're starting to extend. The other thing is, notice the serve really doesn't play much of a role. Just puts the ball in play. It's really beautiful to watch.
Jack Baker with a 5-4 lead early on in this championship match. Both players feeling each other out.
And Baker's pretty much adapted already to Overtone's spins. Now this is a great classic point. Look at this. Both players mixing up attack and defense.
Baker and Overtone in patient pursuit of the $100,000, waiting for the other player to make a mistake. And Baker, a little smile. He just thought of the $100,000. He just thought of it. I saw it.
Oh, good footwork.
Oh, what a save by Overtone. He comes
incredible.
Oh, and he can't get it to fall. But the Overtone faithful appreciated the effort.
At 73 years old, Wayne moves so well.
What a great rally there. Overtone had his chance to get that last shot over the net, but just fell off the side of the table. Classic point.
These players have been playing for days, and they look fresh. They look like they're both in great shape. They're both relaxed. I think Baker has that coolness from his tennis experience. And there's an enforced error by Wayne.
How does that tennis experience help at a much smaller scale like this?
Well, he's just a professional level athlete, and at that level, you learn how to control your emotions. Oh, here's a great point.
Overtone showing he can hold his own in the athlete department as well, but still trailing by 6. He's got to get it going here.
Oh, nice defense. Oh, look at that forehand.
Wicked forehand from Overtone, moving Baker side to side.
Oh, what a great attack by Overtone. There's those whirlwind Dick Miles style forehands.
And look at Baker clapping for Overtone despite losing the point.
I want to see this point again.
Your wish is granted. Long live John B. Look at this point. Look at these two players going at it. A wicked forehand from Overtone.
Oh, unbelievable. I don't know what impresses me more, Wayne's terrific attack or Jack's terrific defense.
Coming out more from this finals action at center court. It's the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light.
Monday means a duel in the dome.
Favre is back, and he's up against the pack.
Brett looks to continue his legendary heroics against his old team, Green Bay. ESPN Monday Night Football, Packers-Vikings at 8:30.
It looks like nothing else on the road right now, proclaims GQ magazine.
Did you see that?
The interior positively oozes class, raves car magazine. Slick and sensuous, boasts the Washington Times. The most striking VW in recent memory, declares...
Okay, I get it already.
I think we were in a car commercial.
Clear by 5 to the 42. There's 25 more in the lead line. 1, 2, 3, Gavin, 31. 7 more order. 45%.
When it comes down to it, there's only one number that counts.
The Venetian Hotel, site of the 2009 Hardbat Classic, presented by Bud Light. You don't want to hit it into the water when you're playing at that table. Those gondola guys, they steal those balls. Game one of the championship match. Jack Baker with a 13-5 edge on Wayne Overtone.
And we've seen some great points already, and I think they're just going to keep getting better. These players are loosening up. Look at this beautiful, beautiful shots by Wayne. Oh, but he missed that one.
Overtone off the net there, and you wonder if the nerves have set in yet. This is a best 2 out of 3 with a $100,000 grand prize on the line. We can't say it enough because it's never happened before.
No, I'm still amazed. No, I don't think that nerves are set in yet. This match is still young. Both these players are relaxed and experienced.
6 serving 15.
Jack Baker with a 9-point edge here early on, and we haven't seen that from Overtone. A forehand that didn't really even come close to touching the table.
Yeah, I think he's a little surprised that so many of these balls are coming back. Usually his spin variation has been enough to flummox most of his opponents, but Baker has completely adjusted to that, and so for the first time, Wayne is having to come up with a plan.
Great use of the word flummox and a great use of the edge by Wayne Overtone in order to get a point. If his style of play is to hit the edge, he did a good job on that last point, and he'll need to continue to do that. Find the edge of the table to continue to get points. Is that a good strategy, going for the edge?
Well, no, not generally, Matt, but because you're more likely to miss. But I think Wayne is going to stick with that strategy of trying to mix things up and get Baker to miss a few.
Nice return attempt by Overtone, but it goes wide, and
that was a terrific smash by Jack Baker. Both these players, they know which balls they can hit and which ones they can't. They're very steady, and so they pick their shots carefully. And there's another
There's the strategy. That's what Wayne Overtone has to do. Go for the edge. It's worked twice for him. Why isn't he doing that more often?
I don't know. Maybe you're right, Matt.
Thank you. He's hit the side. He's hit the back. He's mastered it all, and Baker can't do it. He goes long. Overtone with a couple of points here. I think he's got a strategy.
18, serving 10.
You know, you watch the points, and it really doesn't look like either player is dominating the other. But the score is getting hopefully one-sided here.
Baker says, whatever you can do, I can do as well. And he hits the edge. Overtone getting a taste of his own medicine.
Now, those edges and nets, actually, they just even out. The players don't usually get upset by their opponent getting a net or an edge because they know that over time those are just they're just gonna be a wash.
I would be absolutely ticked if someone did an edge on me. We'd call it do-over. Baker up 19-10, and Overtone
shakes his head. That's the first time we've seen the slightest hint of emotion out of either of these players.
10, serving 20.
Game point for Jack Baker, up 20-10.
And Baker just calmly returns it.
Just a little bit long there. But Baker's going to have plenty of game points, plenty of chances to win this first game, take a 1-0 edge here in this best of three $100,000 championship. And there it is. Wayne Overtone hits it into the net, and Jack Baker walks away from the table with a Game 1 win in this best of three $100,000 championship. Hey, what do you get when you mix a bucket of KFC chicken and table tennis? Let's go to self-proclaimed world champion Judah Friedlander for the answer.
I'm not playing because I'm banned from this tournament, and they're afraid to play me. You might even be able to see the look of fear in their eyes. She's going to try the KFC challenge. Hit this ball into that bucket. You get $5 in KFC cash. We're playing for some KFC bucks. No, you got to beat me first, buddy. He wanted it right away. You got to earn it, man.
This is my first time in a tennis event.
Okay.
Tennis,
well, it's table tennis,
table
actually.
tennis,
This actually is not tennis.
Sorry.
So you're not really paying attention, really.
I'm watching.
How do you think you get more chicks, by playing or by umpiring?
Definitely play.
Well done, Lindsay.
Thank you so much.
This is like a lot of coupons.
There it is.
Oh, well done, Tim. Well done, Tim. Even when you're a loser, you can be a winner here at the Hardbat Classic. Your rating just went up 30 points.
My rating went up, too.
Matt Schick, one of the commentators of the event.
I'm not even supposed to be talking to you right now. We're off the clock. And
okay.
This is a violation. How's that for commentating?
That was excellent.
Well, that guy was funny. Game 2 of the championship match.
Jack serving to Wayne. Go.
Let's go, Wayne! And Wayne Overtone's newly adopted son in the stands, shouting, "Let's go, Wayne." That's got to make Jack Baker feel good. Overtone now in this Game 2, facing Jack Baker. Baker with a 1-game-to-none edge in this $100,000 championship, and Baker with a 1-0 edge in Game 2.
Well, we've been seeing a real classic hardbat match here with good points, players mixing up attack and defense. Now, there was a great backhand by Overtone. Really his first surprise backhand flick, and I don't think he was expecting Baker to hit it back. Players mixing attack and defense. There's that spin variation as Baker dumps it into the net.
Only in a sport like table tennis can you see a 73-year-old man go up against a 23-year-old guy for $100,000. Table tennis doesn't discriminate when it comes to age, I'll tell you that.
Well, actually, Matt, these players are used to playing against the old and the young, and girls and boys, men and women, all shapes and sizes. I mean, we don't even think about that.
Well, Wayne Overtone thinking about getting his first lead, and he gets it! Wayne Overtone, his first lead of this championship match. This is the 2009 Hardbat Classic, presented by Bud Light.
Are you one of the millions of people struggling to learn a new language? Well, thanks to our breakthrough software called Rosetta Stone, learning a new language is now incredibly easy and a whole lot faster.
I probably learned more in the first 2 weeks than I have in months of taking formal classes.
Rosetta Stone is so fast and effective, it's used by the U.S. State Department, NASA, the U.S. Army, and Fortune 500 companies, and is the world's leading language learning software.
It's almost like having your own person there teaching you, your own private tutor who is just very relaxed in your home with you, sitting there teaching you the language.
Rosetta Stone is the fastest way to learn a new language. And to prove it, we'll send you our amazing demo CD, absolutely free when you call. This really is a great program.
I believe that you can learn any language with this program.
So call now or visit our website and see for yourself why Rosetta Stone is the fastest way to learn a new language, guaranteed.
Oh my God.
Don't be frightened. We mean no harm. They're calling themselves the visitors.
They heal me. I got no pain.
Do you have any questions before we go to air?
Just be sure not to ask anything that would paint us in a negative light.
Excuse me?
Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. Looking for insights for life? Call Psychic Source for your authentic psychic reading by phone. Whether your questions are about love, career, or finding happiness, our gifted advisors can help. Psychic Source offers live readings 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Over 120 gifted advisors. A privacy protection promise. And you prepay for time so there are never any surprise charges. Call today for your private one-on-one reading with a gifted advisor and receive our new member introductory offer, 10 minutes for just $10. So call now, 1-800-473-6080, and we guarantee you'll be satisfied with your first reading, or we'll refund your money or give you your time back to try us again. Call Psychic Source now at 1-800-473-6080. That's 1-800-473-6080.
Back at the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light, Jack Baker on his way possibly to winning this tournament, but Wayne Overtone might have something to say about that. Trailing 6-4 here in this game 2. Overtone down 1-0 has to come up with this game win in order to extend this match. A great volley here in this Hardbat Classic. Overtone getting to that one. Oh, what a great save by Jack Baker on the back end. And Overtone hits it into the net, shakes his head in disgust. Let's take a look at the K-Swiss High Performance highlight of the match.
Watch this incredible backhand chop retrieve by Baker. That's what's so great about Hardbat is you see points like that.
What a tremendous get from Baker, and takes a 7-4 lead. And you wonder if that just rips any sort of momentum away from Overtone, a play like that.
Well, Wayne's got to be thinking now, what do I have to do to get the ball past this guy?
Another great save from Baker. And another great save from Baker. Look at him getting everything. Overtone with no answers.
Oh, incredible. One great return after another. Overtone is throwing everything he's got at Baker.
Baker, cool, calm, and collected, continuing to volley with Overtone.
Oh, yeah.
What a disappointing way to end that point.
Well, Overtone worked so hard to get that 1 point. Incredible.
Perhaps class is back in session for the dean of the tournament as the crowd chants his name, trying to get him back into this match, and he needs it. 7-5, Baker with the edge. And this game definitely a lot more even than the previous one, but again, Overtone into the net. And a gift point for Baker.
I think Overtone's decided that he needs to attack if he's got a chance of winning this match.
They tried it there, you're right, and it went off the net and off the table. Baker with a 10-5 lead on Overtone, and the 73-year-old man, the oldest man in this tournament, has really got to get it cranked up here.
I wonder if the little bit of fatigue is setting in.
Looked like it on that point.
He's 73 years old, and they've been playing all weekend. And, well, what do you know? He's taking a timeout.
Timeout from Wayne. We'll take a timeout as well. One of these guys will come away with $100,000. Stay with us.
Hi, it's Jimmy Football here. Nobody likes number 2, so we just upgraded you to number 1. Introducing the Bud Light Foozy. It's a foam finger. It's a can koozie. Boom! Whoa! The stamp. It's the Foozy.
We love the Foozy. Thanks, Bud Light. Yeah, booyah!
Bud Light Foozy, and it's... Tailgate tested! Tailgate approved!
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's great for tailgating, right? Memorial Day, Mother's Day.
It's grilled.
Grilled.
Today. Today's good.
Tuesday.
Wednesdays.
Any day that ends in Y.
It's delicious.
It's all good.
You've got to taste new Kentucky Grilled Chicken. It's marinated and grilled to perfection for that 5-star fall-off-the-bone taste you just gotta come in and try. Now try new Kentucky Grilled Chicken in a 2-piece meal for just $3.99. Taste the unfried side of KFC.
So you're confirming his return. Or you're not.
I need to know the Cowboys' plan now.
I don't think we have the budget for a spin-off show.
Sunday NFL Countdown, presented by IBM. Sundays at 11.
The Hardbat Classic brought to you by Bud Light. With just the right taste that never fills you up, the difference is drinkability. And by K-Swiss, designed in California since 1966. And the KFC Ultimate Value Menu, introducing the new Kentucky Grilled Chicken Value Box. Back at the 2009 Hardbat Classic presented by Bud Light. And the entire tournament has come down to this. 2 men battling it out in the best out of 3 championship. Wayne Overtone and Jack Baker already taking game 1. Now just 1 game away from that $100,000 grand prize. Now with a 16-8 edge, and you wonder if Baker can now be a little more aggressive at the table with such a big lead.
He's still just playing his game, and that's what's so smart. He hasn't really strayed from his strategy from the beginning, and that is keep that ball on the table and pick his shots.
Overtone has yet to find a rhythm in this match. And a lot of that can be traced to Baker's defensive stylings, and he's showing it right here.
Well, Wayne has to wonder, my God, I'm hitting everything at this guy. All those surprise attacks, and Baker just slides back and gets it back, and here we go again.
There's a forehand that goes off the net and off the table, and Baker can taste the money now. 18-8, just 3 points away from winning 6 figures in table tennis cash.
Well, one of the things that impresses me about Baker is his footwork. We table tennis players, we train and we learn how to do this, but Baker just does it naturally. It's really beautiful to watch.
The crowd trying to get Wayne back into this match. You wonder if it's just too little, too late. And there, Baker just puts it out of the region of Overtone, and he had no chance at that one.
Down the line forehand, he just blew it right by Wayne.
19-9. And there, Overtone gets a net point. 19-10 now. But Jack Baker in complete control of this one. And he's not going to apologize for that. You can throw the Anakin out the window. These guys are playing for some tough cash.
two lucky net points in a row for Wayne. And what a great defense by Wayne that time. Oh, that beautiful circular forehand, just too strong that time for Baker.
Wayne Overtone with the Larry King suspenders. Circular forehand. Hello. Baker just 2 points away now.
Overtone trying to crawl his way back. Well, he's got a long way to go. He still looks calm. Both of these players, it's amazing. So much on the line. 2 points away from $100,000, and they both look so relaxed.
Oh, and now the nerves nerves will set in as Jack Baker stands on the precipice of table tennis history. His girlfriend, Lindsay, can barely contain herself as Baker is now 1 point away from winning $100,000.
Oh, that's it.
Overtone hits it into the net, and Jack Baker, the 23-year-old from Mobile, Alabama, has won the inaugural 2009 Hardbat Classic, and the confetti rains down. Friends surround him, perhaps a few that just want in on the loot, who Baker has no idea who they are. Let's take a look at some of Baker's K-Swiss high-performance highlights of the match, and Baker's defense was just unmatched. Incredible gets from Baker, getting everything that Overtone threw his way, inside and out, left to right. Nothing was too tough for him today, and then the kill shots, a little too tough for the 73-year-old Overtone. It has been an unbelievable tournament, and what a ride for the Bama Brit, your 09 Hardbat Classic champion. For Judah Friedlander and Scott Gordon, I'm Matt Schick from the Venetian in Las Vegas. This has been the 2009 Hardbat Classic, presented by Bud Light.
Baseball Tonight is driven by Chevy.
Hey there, welcome to the broadcast. It's Baseball Tonight. We are here with you all night Sunday night on ESPN. Steve Berthiaume along the way, joined here by Eduardo Perez and Steve Phillips, but there is much more to come all night Sunday night here on ESPN. Baseball Tonight now with you for the full hour. Sports Center special at 8:30. Baseball Tonight for 90 minutes at 9:30. We start at Comerica. Justin Verlander on the mound for the Tigers against the White Sox. Carlos Quentin in the first. Curtis Granderson is there. Gordon Beckham trying to tag first to second, and Granderson throws him out.
The White Sox trying to be aggressive. Gordon Beckham, good slide right there. Reached over the tag by Polanco, but they got the call. He's out.
And you can't ignore Curtis Granderson, very aggressive. He knew exactly what he was doing. Good communication.
John Danks in immediate trouble here for the White Sox. Intentionally gives Miguel Cabrera a pass. That loads him up, so it's a 3-1 here to Carlos Guillen. Ball is high. Ryan Rayburn scores 1-0 Detroit.
Eduardo, surprised they walked Cabrera in the first like that? Yes, I am, and that just tells you the significance of this game.
You want surprise? Surprise is a Gerald Laird bunt single. That's surprise.
Yeah, the speed not really part of his game, but
the bunt is part of his game. I remember playing against Laird. They always said, watch the surprise bunt.
Oh, Ryan Rayburn. The Tigers have some gamers. They got Clete Thomas. They got Ryan Rayburn. His 15th two-run jack makes it 3-0 Detroit. The bottom five, here's Mags. 4 for 4. They're up 4-0 as they begin the day tied with the Twins for the AL Central lead.
Hitting 550 career against Danks. No surprise right there with Jimmy Leland.
Just the 8th of the year for Maglio Ordonez. We go back to Verlander, and this is what you deal with when you face Justin